junior class at Witts High School. We are doing an interview on people who lived through the Great Depression.
We're interviewing these people to try and get a better perspective of how the times were during this time.
Good. Unplug.
I'm Tony Blair. I'm Amber Fallmore. And we'll be interviewing the elderly people who lived through the Great Depression.
I'm doing the video and we're using a Sony handheld digital camera. It's something we got from the Rockefeller grant.
And I'm Martha Houston. I didn't follow the video.
Okay.
Okay, Mel.
Something like that. I think it was 10 or 11.
You 10 or 11? How did your family survive?
They farmed around on the farm. Planted stuff and maybe we had poles left around.
Where did you live during this time?
Out here, out, let's bring back out this way.
Here in this town? Here in this town?
No, not in this time. We live back west.
Oh, that way.
Well, in the farmers we live. A farmer. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what. That's where I live. Farmer.
That's okay.
She buy you?
Did you have running water or electricity?
No, we didn't have either for our first year. We
Neither
didn't have
one?
either one.
Did you have a vehicle?
No,
No?
on the hard times.
How did you make a living?
By getting out and planting a garden and, I don't know, just working everything we could work and go off maybe and get the job.
Did anyone in your family lose their job because of the Great Depression? Did you or anybody else in your family work for the Public Works Association?
I don't think they did. And what was the question?
Did anyone in your family work for the Public Works Association?
Well, did the work make part of it? I guess that's.
Where did you go to school?
We went to session, and none of them anymore. Yeah.
What other schools was it?
Well, you could come to West Spring, we did.
Do you remember when the Witts School was built?
Oh, no, they used to. I don't know when West Spring School was built. Don't when it was built. Oh, the West Spring School? Yeah. I should know. I don't.
What was the town of Witts like?
At the post office, did it? At the store and the post office? Uh-huh. I guess that's a.
What else do you remember about the Great Depression?
Not much.
Not much.
I know they had to get out to work. Picking cotton and all kinds of stuff like that. Just thinking about who was the first postman.
Okay.
How old were you during the Depression?
Well, I was born in 25, so I wasn't very old, but I can remember some of it.
What do you remember about it?
Well, I remember we didn't have much. There was a big family in my family. There was 8 children at home at one time, and I was the middle child. And my daddy worked. He cleared land for $25 an acre with chopping axe. So you could know that there wasn't much money at that time. And he had to take his pay a lot of time in peas and corn to make bread. welcome home.
Did you have running water, electricity?
No, no electricity, no running water, unless we ran to the spring.
I call that running water. Did you have a vehicle?
No vehicle. Wagon and team. When we went anywhere, it was in the wagon.
Do you remember what schools were there?
This welcome home school was there.
Do you remember any other schools around?
Well, Marshall was, no, there was a school at Canaan and, of course, one at Witts Springs and one at Tilly.
Do you remember the Witts Springs school being built?
No, I don't.
Did you attend Welcome Home School?
I attended the welcome home school all my school days. I only got an 8th grade. But I went another year after I got 8th grade because I couldn't go to high school and I still wanted to go to school. And I went another year in 8th grade after I got my 8th grade diploma.
That's all I have. How old were you during the Depression?
How old am I?
How old was you during the Depression?
When I started,
No, during the Depression.
oh, and depression,
Mm-hmm.
well, I was in there quite a bit of it, I couldn't tell you so much of it.
And how old were
How
you?
old were you?
How old were you?
What year was he born?
In the time of when they had the city time of getting the money. Well, there wasn't no money. Did you understand that?
Yes.
There weren't any. That's what they're trying. But, me and my daddy took 2 loads of tires to Pendle. We couldn't get a dime on the tires, not money. But we swapped the tires for feed and groceries. But no money. Couldn't get any when this happened. We took two loads there, and that is in the 30s, I guess. I guess it's in the 30s. And we took 2 loads of tires, and we couldn't get but 45 cents for them tires. And no stables, there weren't no stables, no jobs, didn't have no jobs, couldn't get any. Weren't they? The way it existed, you tell you. And there's another time I can tell you about when the banks went out. The banks. And they went bankrupt. And my daddy's own cousin had money in the bank at Western Gold. But he couldn't get 1 dime of it. He didn't get a dime. He lost it all. They took it. Granny Horn had money in the St. Joe Bank, but she couldn't get $1 of it. She lost it. The bank. Well, the strangled hound old what his name was, got that money and took it all and locked it up in Wall Street. I don't know if he knows that or not. And that money was all locked up in Wall Street. He couldn't get to it. I've been through that. I've been through it. I've been through that. And when you couldn't get no money, I've been through that.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get $1. Weren't none of the thing. And we sold these tires to Tom Willis. He's a mine at Pendle. We sold down to Tom Willis. Well, 45 cents is what he's going to pay. But he walked out there and he looked at these tires standing on the porch. He said, Jim Albritton used them tires, didn't he? My daddy said, yes, he did. He said, they used to the line. Said, I'll give you 55 cents for them instead of 45. See what Jim Albritton could do with a broad ass. Nobody else could hear a tire like that.
Where did you live?
I lived on Richland. I lived on Richland at that time.
Did you have a vehicle?
Vehicle, no. And how no vehicle. And the first vehicle I ever saw was a Model T. You may know what a Model T is. Well, they'd take us, they'd ride us a half a mile or a dime and back.
We went up that road a half a mile with Euless Moody. Euless Moody had the vehicle. And he lived in Frank, so Moody did. That's the first vehicle they ever seen was a T-model. The road.
What year was that?
Uh,
What year was that?
well, I was 10-year-old. I was 10-year-old when that happened. And I'm 91. I can't figure now how many years it's been since that vehicle come.
So 1918
That's
was,
what
was it 1908?
19
1918?
and 19 and 8,
18.
18.
Yeah.
No, as in time, First World War I, 19 and 8, 1918. 19 and 18 when the First World War was. 19 and 18. And that's when it come the big snow. 1918. And see the guy, it was in Germany. He said he was over in Germany, walked up to him and said, looked like Oscar, his name's Oscar Kane. So it looked like Oscar, you could remember that big snow. He said, it's hard to remember his name when you weren't tired. Said, I reckon they forgot about me a bit in Germany.
Do you remember Witts School? Do you remember the school being built?
School,
The
yeah,
school?
with,
Yeah.
no, I don't.
Well, that's all my questions. Thank you for coming up here.
Lloyd, how old were you during the Depression?
What do you call a depression?
You
What I wanna know, seems to me is about the first 20 years of my life was depression. I think they call 29, 28, 29, 30 and all that. So I was born in 1917. I'd be 13 years old.
How did your family get by during the Depression?
Well, we just hand them out, I'd say. Nothing people didn't seem to try to make much or get much, didn't have much. They were satisfied if they had something to eat.
Where did you live when the Great Depression happened?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Where did you live during the Great Depression?
I lived a couple of miles west of Witts.
Did you have running water or electricity?
No. Springs. Carry water from
Did you have a vehicle?
wagon.
How did you make a living?
Pardon?
How did you make a living?
Farm. And working out a little. My job, our first job was 12 or 13 years old. I made 50 cents a day.
Did anyone in your family lose their job because of the Depression?
Anyone do what?
Did anybody in your family lose their job because of the Depression?
We didn't have a job, just on the farm.
Do you remember when the Witts School was built?
I don't remember. I helped haul rock to build this building.
Did you attend the Witts School?
I think our school burned in 1931.
What was the town of Witts Springs like back then?
What was I?
What was Witts Springs? What was it like during the Depression?
Well, it seemed to me they had 3 stores and post office. I guess you'd say the main street was a little larger than it is now. But there was no transportation, no way getting in or out.
Can you remember anything else about the Depression?
I didn't get this.
Can you tell us anything else about the Depression?
Well, one thing that I remember distinctly is I bought a pair of shoes in about 1929 or 30. Supposed to have been real good for $4.75. And I paid for them in eggs at 6 cents a dozen.
Okay, well that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you, Lloyd.
You're welcome.
How old was you during the Depression?
13 years old. And the depression started on back yonder in the 1800s. About 1918, and back up when World War I broke out, or when it stopped, it was a Great Depression. And we come to Witts from down in the river bottom to work at a stave mill for our supply to make a living. I was 13 years old when I went to work in the Taybolt Woods and worked at a stave mill for Jim Seaton. And I continued to work for Jim Seaton as long as he was in business. And I don't know how many years that was.
So that's how your family survived?
Right. But now, first of all, Early was, like in 1930, I couldn't get a job nowhere. He come to me and said, I want you to make stables for me. And I went with him, and it was on big snow. We just had on common shoes and common pair of socks. And we got down about 0, and we worked right on through that snow. We didn't stop for nothing. It rained, pile of salt, we start right back making stables. I don't know how I kept from freezing today.
I bet you it's cold.
No,
Did you have running water or electricity?
we had to draw water out of the well.
Did you have a vehicle?
No.
What were your wages when you worked at the mill?
What did I do?
How much did you make?
$1.50 a day.
Did anybody else in your family lose their job because of the depression?
My older brother, Richard, he worked different things at the stave mill. He rolled corner wood and sawdust. Then he went to side sawing, and he made $2 a day there. And Dad he was head sawyer. He got $3 a day. And so we all brought in about $7 a day, all three of us at the stave mill. Then when we wasn't working at the stave mill, we was out there in the woods and making stave boards. And we made about $8 or $9 a day at that.
Did anybody in your family work for the Public Works Association?
What?
Public Works Association?
No.
Where did you go to school?
Scroggins Farm, down in the Malden Bottom. Scroggins Farm School, that's what it was. And it was just out on the Scroggins Farm was rich people lived in Malden, but they had Joe Riggs and LT Riggs on their farm, running their farm. And we worked at that back in the Depression days. Or my daddy did. I wasn't old enough to do it.
What other schools was there?
Ma'am,
What other schools was there?
I went to school in Saltahatchee back in 1922, I guess it was, 23. And the last school I went to was at Malden, it's called Scroggins Farm School.
Okay. Do you remember when the Witts School was built?
Best I remember it was built in 1937. I believe I'm right about it. My oldest brother helped to build this, all these rocks here. He was a stonemason.
Oh, really?
Right. Not only this John Golden built the school there. And down to Snowball, up on them buildings there, and then he come here and finished here.
Was it WPA?
Right.
What was Witts Springs like?
Well, to me, it was a good place to be. Although we had problems all along the way, but nevertheless, we always come to the store and go back home and use it. Lloyd said carried the eggs to the store and so on. We had to come to the store and carry eggs from west of Witts Springs, about 4 miles. And we bring a 10-quart bucket full every weekend and get them. I forget what we got a dozen. It wasn't much though. And at that time, kerosene was 5 cents a gallon. We'd trade the eggs for kerosene or whatever we could get.
How did you get the eggs to the store? How'd you get them out here?
From home to the store, carry them in a 10-quart bucket.
You just walk?
Just loose in there.
Uh-huh.
But you have to be careful you break them.
Yeah.
You walked out here?
What?
You walked when you brought them, or did you ride a
Right.
horse or anything?
No, didn't sit on a horse to ride.
You didn't have a horse?
No, most of the time I didn't.
Do you remember anything else you can tell us about the Great Depression?
Okay.
Do you remember anything else you can tell us about the Depression?
Well, in 1930, I lived on where Nolan Island lives now, where his family lived. And my daddy-in-law had an old cow. Couldn't hardly milk her. She was mean. He said, you can have this cow to milk if you'll just take her over there and break her milk. And she gave a lot of milk. I forget how much, quite a lot. And it just me and my wife, and the barn had broke down, but there was enough structure there that I could make a pen to run this old cow in. And I run her in there, and I put a pole behind her back legs and in front of them, and then poles in front so she couldn't jump out. And I milked that old cow, and I broke her there in that kind of condition. Hard to get her in there sometimes. But she'd kick if she got a chance. And so that's the way we got their milk and butter. Then on down the way, about Christmas time, my oldest brother lived on what they call the George Ruff place. And I had sweet potatoes in the ground, and that was on Christmas Eve, and it hadn't come a frost or freeze to kill the vines. He come up there on Christmas Eve and dug a net of sweet potatoes. That's something else. Anyway, if I got a job at that time, 50 cents a day is the most I got back there, except for one day. Old man Willis lived down back this side of Edgewood, off down the first house on the left down there. And he lived down there, and of course he owned some land in there. He hired me one day to come over and work for him. He gave me a mattock, weighed 9 pounds, to cut the leaves, and I thought that'd kill me. I didn't go back for the second day. I couldn't hold out that kind of work. That mattock was so heavy, and the wigs was so easy cut, it worked you to death. And I didn't go back for the second day. I was dogs that one day.
Okay, thank you for coming. That's all the questions.
Elsie, what did Doc do during the Depression? Did he work down at, this is Elsie, okay, Elsie, I'm sorry. What did Doc do? Did he work down there, at that Bayou Bluff?
Yeah, he worked all
CTC
around, out here at Witts Springs,
he
down
worked
at Texas, all around, he just worked.
Yeah. Didn't he used to walk through the woods to snowball?
Mm-hmm. Walked the snowball many times.
Mhm.
I think house with kids.
Yeah. He told me a story one time that he would walk down there and leave before dawn
Yeah.
and then hang a lantern in the tree when it got to be dawn. And then coming back, he'd get that lantern and walk back home.
He did.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah.
He worked a lot.
But he didn't sit around. I mean, he worked.
Uh-huh. It sounds like y'all worked.
Yeah, we did.
Sounds like everybody
I
worked.
had to work at home, keep everything going.
Mhm. So you ladies would have to haul the water and do the laundry and
Everything.
everything.
Feed.
Feed.
I got out and fed, you know, milk those cows.
Yeah.
Just done a little of everything.
Yeah. Keep the kids in clothes.
In the summertime, we take her clothes down to the spring and have her wash pot set up, and, you know, it was a rugboard.
We did that too.
And they have to do her laundry that way.
Uh-huh.
When I married, I was staying, doing the school teacher's work, doing all of their cooking and washing on the rugboard and ironing with irons that you heat on the stove for $2 a week.
$2 a
$2
week.
a week.
So
I bought my wedding clothes with that.
you saved it up, didn't you? $2 a week.
I was proud of my job, though. Me and the other girls have a job.
Yeah.
I was proud of my job.
It's good to have work. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We live in what they call the Depression, I guess, and that is in, about 1918. They just look at that. Anyway, we sold corn one thing, for 50 cents a day. That's about all, well, sometimes we pick berries and get jello bucket berries, you know, for $1 a gallon or something like that.
There's any stories you can tell us about it, you just tell us.
I picked huckleberries for 10 cents a gallon. 10 cents a gallon.
You getting rich fast.
Yeah, get rich fast doing that.
Johnny said his daddy worked for a little over a nickel a day.
Uh-huh, nickel a day. Uh-huh. Yeah. When did you get electricity out here? You remember that?
We got electricity in 50, and I guess that's about the time we got it down.
About 1950.
Turned on
In
Christmas
45, we
Day.
had electricity at Witts Farm.
45? Uh-huh.
We all put it in, couldn't we? Right.
I remember they said you'd have electricity
Remember
for
nothing
Christmas.
Then Garner had the sled in.
I don't remember that, what year it really.
Uh-huh.
And 39 or 45.
Makes it a little easier, I guess, electricity. Uh-huh. Well, I wanna thank y'all. Did you have any other questions you wanted to ask anybody? Okay, yeah, thank you. That's great. You can turn it off. There we go.
I learned that most people didn't have motor vehicles, and a lot of people didn't even have a horse, and so they had to walk. I learned that if you needed some goods, that you would trade your farm goods for what you needed.
I learned that the town of Witts Springs was a lot different during the Great Depression than it is today. People had to do without many of the conveniences that we have now, such as paved roads and electricity.
I learned they made barrels out of stables.
And Paul and I learned how to use the digital camera.
We would like to send a special thanks to everybody that helped us do this video. We would also like to thank the people who are watching.
Stay tuned for the next episode.
your name is?
Lloyd Compton.
Where did you grow up, Lloyd?
I grew up here at Witts Springs.
What were your past Christmases like?
Pardon?
What were your past Christmases like?
Well, we had a lot of different ones. I've been here a long time.
When you were really young?
And the original that I remember was Roscoe Turney ran a store down here, and he'd usually give each child an orange for Christmas. We'd peel that orange, hang the peeling up to dry, then eat it later. That'd be the only orange we'd get. And several of the people around would have a big blast. I never did know just what that was. They said they'd shoot an anvil. It'd really roar on Christmas morning. So my cousin and I put on one. We took 2 sticks of dynamite, tied them together, and had my father to fix them up with the caps and the fuse and a long fuse. I climbed a tree down here and hung that up and lit it, and down we ran off. It really made a noise, too. But the guy that owned the store down here, I've got to tell this, it may not be Christmas.
Okay.
His wife couldn't multiply. She worked in there in the store. If you took in 6 dozen eggs and they were 10 cents a dozen, she'd write down 10 to 6 times and add it up. They're running a public store.
Did your family ever have Christmas trees?
Pardon me?
Did your family ever have a Christmas tree?
I don't believe we ever did. I don't recall one. We always hang up our socks. Darned socks. You know what darned those socks are?
No.
They're ones that the hole came in the heel and your mama sewed them up with them. And that's usually what we had to hang up.
Did you believe in Santa Claus?
I did, sure. But I was really disgusted when I found out there wasn't any. I think all children do it to a certain extent.
Would your family get together and have a big dinner?
No. Just another day most of the time.
How was your Christmas then different than what we have today?
I didn't quite understand you.
How was your Christmas in your past different than like they are today?
Oh, they're much different today. You get just about whatever you want, and do whatever you want to do. Then you were restricted to very few things.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about Christmas?
No, I guess not. Nothing unusual.
What type of gifts did you used to get?
What?
What type of gifts did you used to get?
I'm not hearing you.
Gifts, presents, what did you used to get?
Oh, most of the presents children got back in those days were homemade. We make our own. I've made little trucks, little cars and things, or imitations. And there was no money to buy anything. You're just talking about Christmas.
Yeah, do you want to talk about anything else?
No.
Okay. Okay, could you tell everyone what your name is?
Who the hell?
Tell us what your name is.
My name? Delford Hendricks.
Where did you live at when you were younger, Delford?
On what?
Where did you used to live? Where did you grow
I
up
lived on Horn Mountain.
at? And what were your... Go ahead.
Horn Mountain when I was young. Where I lived, born right on top of Horn Mountain.
What were your past Christmases like?
Not much Christmas to it. I heard a preacher preach on that Christmas, Santa Claus and all of that stuff. Wasn't no such a thing. Been more lies told about it and all the rest of the things combined.
Did your family used to get together for Christmas?
Yeah, we always went to Will Horn for Christmas. Now 35 or 40, 50'd be there for Christmas.
Did you guys have a big dinner?
Yeah, my daddy's own cousin took a big dinner on Christmas.
What type of food would you eat?
the first one hang another, not eat first one hang another backhand. Can't eat today. About one or two bites and that's all I want.
Did you guys used to have a Christmas tree?
Yeah, I went to Dry Creek, Christmas tree. They'd have a Christmas tree at Dry Creek and something hanging on there for every one of them. They'd have a present up there for you on their Christmas tree at Dry Creek. They'd go there every Christmas, Dry Creek.
What type of presents would you get for Christmas?
First one hanged another, maybe a box of Cracker Jacks, something like that. They're hanging up on the Christmas tree, buddy.
Did you guys ever go Christmas caroling?
Yes, ma'am.
How is Christmas different than what it used to be?
A lot of difference in it. Back then you didn't get much, but if you get anything today, nearly you didn't want to get. Looks like you pretty well got it around.
Did you ever believe in Santa Claus when you were young?
Believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe there's such a thing as Santa Claus today. Believe that, right? You believe there's one?
No. Is there anything else you want to tell us about Christmas that you can remember?
I don't know if I can remember.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Tell us what your name is, Grandpa.
Cecil Blair.
Where did you grow up?
Rode up Magic Springs.
What type of gifts did you used to get for Christmas?
And didn't get no gifts. Might make a truck wagon or something like that. Cut a tree down, saw some wheels off of it, and make a wagon out of it.
Did your family ever have Christmas trees or anything like that?
Yeah, we used to go to my grandmother and we'd have a Christmas tree. I was up there helping her put up a Christmas tree one day, and she had an old mowing machine wheel out there and told me to go get that and roll it up there and we'd set the Christmas tree up in that. I let it fall over and mash my toe off. She hollered at my mom. My mother said, "Oh, Leslie, bring that black draw out here. This kid's mashed his toe off."
Will you tell us what black draw is?
It's purchase. They thought it'd grow a new toe back then.
What type of decoration did you guys put on the Christmas tree when you finally got it?
We get dogwood berries, spicewood berries, red berries, black gumberries was blue, dogwood berries was red, and stuff like that.
Did you ever believe in Santa Claus?
Still do. No, I don't believe. I used to did, but I don't now. I'm just joking.
Would your family all get together for Christmas?
Yeah.
What type of foods would you guys have, and where would you get together at?
We would usually go to my grandma's. All of her kids would come, and grandkids and everything. Usually pork. Kill some fresh pork.
And what type of gifts did you get? Did you already tell us that?
Yeah, just an orange or something like that. Orange and apples. We always had orange and apples. Maybe some Belford Cracker Jacks.
How do you think that Christmas is different today than what it was back then?
Yeah. It's a lot different. Christmas is about every day now. Kids gets about what they want all the time. Just every day is Christmas now.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about Christmas that you can remember?
Yes, that's about got it.
Will you tell us what your name is, Grandma?
Agnes Blair.
And where did you grow up at?
Oh, here in Witts, well, something, we called it the bow. It's kind of the head of the bow down here in the holler, just from about 2 miles from the schoolhouse down the holler.
What type of Christmas gifts did you used to get?
We didn't get no gifts, only oranges, what we did.
Did you guys ever put up a Christmas tree or anything like that?
No.
Would your family get together for Christmas?
Well, once in a while, Mommy's daddy, when the brother and daddy lived down on Bear Creek, and sometimes we'd get in the wagon and go down there and stay all night. One time, we always got oranges, you know, so we was down there, and I was out playing, come in, seen the other kids eating oranges, and I asked, I wanted an orange, and they'd give them all out.
So you didn't get a Christmas gift that year?
I tried. Yeah, Mommy'd saved me an orange.
Did you ever go Christmas caroling or anything like that? How do you think that Christmas is different today than what it used to be?
It's a lot different. Then, you know, we had to go in wagons, and we couldn't get together much. And Bobby's folks did in Bear Creek, because Poppy, his folks were just scattered around, you know. We never did get together.
Will you tell us what type of Christmas celebrations you have today?
Well, we just, all the family, well, all the immediate family gets together, you know, and brings dinner. We swap. But we usually exchange gifts, you know, and have good dinner, turkey and ham and all that.
Is there anything else you can remember about Christmas that you want to tell us? Okay, will you tell us what your name is?
I'm Alma Myrick. I was a Robertson. I grew up at Welcome Home. I was there all of my school days. I went to Welcome Home. I didn't get to go to high school, because there wasn't a high school there, and no buses running. And our Christmas was very little. If we got an apple and an orange and some candy for Christmas, that satisfied us. That was what we expected. And we had, at school, we had a Christmas tree. And I used to think that everything had to hang on the Christmas tree, because back then, they just hung the gifts on the Christmas tree because they were real small gifts, like combs and knives and handkerchiefs, and that's all there was that they give out, and they hung them on the tree. And so used to when they ask you what you got for Christmas, oh, I got this off of the Christmas tree. You know, you didn't have gifts under the Christmas tree. And we didn't have a Christmas tree at home. My family was quite poor, and big family. So if we got apples and oranges and candy and maybe a few nuts, that was a good Christmas for us. And we had my mother would always kill a big rooster, and we'd have chicken and dumpling for Christmas. We didn't have that all the time because we didn't have that many roosters.
Did you guys ever go Christmas caroling or anything like that?
No, wasn't any way to go. The houses are quite a ways apart and no way to go, so we didn't do that.
What other type of decorations were on the tree besides the gifts?
Well, they'd string popcorn and have little strings of berries and a few things like that. It wasn't really decorated that much. Maybe fix a little crepe paper and twist it around and make ropes out of the crepe paper. And decorate it.
Did you ever believe in Santa Claus when you were young?
Oh, yes. Oh, I hung my stocking up, and I'd get an apple and an orange and some candy in it. And I think I got, in my whole young days, I think I had 2 dolls for Christmas. Just real small dolls, just enough to say I got a doll. And that's... No. You could probably get the ones we got, probably didn't cost over $quarter. So, you know, they weren't much.
How does your family celebrate Christmas today?
Well, everybody gets together and you have a big Christmas tree. It's just a madhouse at my house. Christmas Eve night. All of my family comes to my house on Christmas Eve night. And it's just a madhouse when we all get to opening gifts and, you know, when everybody's through.
Do you have any other Christmas stories or anything you'd like to tell us?
Well, not that I know of. No, don't think of anything.
Growing up, that Christmas, it snowed on Christmas, that's why Christmas is a good crop year. If it didn't snow, it wouldn't be a good crop year. And I remember we always hung our stockings on Christmas night. Of course, we'd get up real early, you know, and get our stockings out, see what Santa Claus brought.
And what type of gifts would you have in your stockings?
Well, we usually had candy and, that was about it, candy.
Did you guys ever have a Christmas tree?
I don't think we did.
Did you ever go Christmas caroling or anything like that?
Yeah, we did.
Where all would you guys go?
Well, around to the neighbors' houses, you know.
Would your family all get together for a big dinner?
I don't remember that we ever did. What? We did too. Okay. That's what you said. Yeah, we did.
Did you ever believe in Santa Claus?
I don't remember. I don't think I really did.
How do you think that Christmas is different today than what it used to be?
Well, I think it must have been just about the same. But as I said, I know what I said, if it come big snow, had a white Christmas, that meant a good crop year, you know. If it wasn't no snow, it's black Christmas. If it wasn't no good crop. I don't remember if that worked out or not.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about Christmas if you can remember?
I don't think of anything. That's about all I know, I guess.
Will you tell us what your name is?
Elsie Dostra.
Where did you grow up at?
Over here, right around here, Fed Town mostly. Back over that way, about 5 miles. Back towards Snowball. Back that way.
What type of gifts did you used to get for Christmas?
Well, we got dolls and different things, you know, that we could eat. They were pretty sometimes. I always got a doll for Christmas about all the time.
Did you guys ever put up a Christmas tree?
Oh, yeah. We'd do that every Christmas, I reckon.
What type of decorations would you put on the tree?
We'd make things, you know, like little ribbons and stick things on it. Very nice. It looked pretty good when we got done with it.
Did you hang up stockings or anything?
Oh, yeah. Boy, I was surprised to get to my sock. I'd get up and run, get it in there.
Did you believe in Santa Claus?
Yeah, I thought they really was one, you know. I guess they wouldn't. I suppose they wouldn't. Yeah.
Did you guys ever go Christmas caroling?
No, I don't think we did really. Do we ever go Christmas caroling?
Oh, I think we
We
did
did.
some, yeah.
Yeah, I believe we did.
Not as much like we do these days.
We'd sing little old songs, you know.
How do you think that Christmas is different today than what it used to be?
Oh, altogether different. It is. You know, we just done what little old stuff we could find and do around the house. Now they have a big deal out of it. So,
Did your family all get together for Christmas?
yeah, we usually got together on Christmas. Cooked, you know, have different things. They eat cake.
What type of food would you guys have for Christmas?
Cake and pie and just stuff like that, you know.
Is there anything else about Christmas that you'd like to tell us?
I don't think so. I've now forgotten about it. Well, we had a good Christmas, though. We had plenty to eat and everything.
Okay.
And Ollie used to have it out together, you know.
Okay, thank you, Elsie.
On your Christmas tree for lights,
you guys want to tell any other stories or anything about that you can remember when you were younger? It don't have to be about Christmas. Just any stories.
The one present I remember distinctly getting was a rotten potato.
Who'd you get that from?
My uncle gave that to me.
You gave him what?
Got a coconut from my
A
grandpa.
coconut?
He drew a face on it, like a sock on it.
Do you have any other stories or anything? We're just talking now.
They go to the other side of their family on, for the Christmas Day, and then I get together with my sisters that year,
Head of the
Christmas
family
Day.
had to donate 3 days a year to road work. County road work. And, it was the fall. They had to do it. If they didn't do it, they had to get somebody to do for them. I remember working for some of the people. Was Grandpa hard to interview?
No.
He didn't give you a rough time?
No.
He just buttered you up?
You guys have any other stories or anything you want to tell us? Grandpa, I know you have some good stories about when you were younger.
Yeah, I can't think of that.
Okay.
Well, the actress, is it?
Yeah.
That's where she turned the beans off before she left home.
She's gonna have to call.
You hear that story?
Maybe I must explain that since you started this. Wonder if I turned my beans off, they said, when I come out here. I think it was last week when I went to the doctor and I had a bad cough and everything. And Mark, he didn't work that day, and I was worried about something for him to have for dinner. And I looked in the crock pot, and the beans was pretty dry. And I thought, well, I'll pour some water in them and warm them up a little for him so they won't look so dry, So I turned it on. I was going to turn it off before I left, but I forgot it. And I got out there in the
Your great-great-grandfather.
doctor's office, and they were examining me, they was going to give me x-ray and stuff like that. And I happened to think of that. I thought, about my beans, Well, I didn't put much water, just enough to get them kind of little, and then it's already cooked, so.
Yeah.
So I got thinking about what I could do, and I thought, well, I'll call somebody.
I can remember my
Try to see if
grandpa
I
telling me
remember
about
the
that.
number, and I
Said
called.
she's gonna kill every one of little Blair's kids.
Grandpa remembers that. He remembers that happening. Yeah.
So I went out there and I said, the whole room was full, and there is people waiting to see the doctor. I said, "Thanks for coming here." And we got to come over there, and I said, "I left the beans on this morning." And he went, he said, I'll run home real quick. And I said, "Why was this call so bad?" So we thought Mark might be in 12, didn't turn 12. He wasn't there, so then we called Kenneth, he was the next closest place, Kenneth. And
Yeah, I've seen it.
we didn't get no answer, but Betty Gale finally come to the phone. He asked her if she'd go turn her beans off.
You know what?
She said, "I'm praising the Lord."
What Floyd called him? Called him Bandy Leg.
Like the
Bandy Leg. Well, like a little man who Bandy
Yeah, I
Leg.
just found that right there.
I don't know.
I had a sleepless morning.
None of us, I guess.
Yeah, I made him with hair.
some of your trapping stories.
Yes.
When and my brother was a train digger, there's a big there's a hickory log laying right out there, and there's that wall on it. We down here digging this tin thing, beating on the ground with a train digger. He, mind you, he did not run. He just walked. As far as we could hear that thing, he killed half of them things. We didn't crowd it.
I guess not.
Another time, we under a big tree digging ginseng. Something hit me on the ear. Waiting when you got out. Yeah, my bar ain't gonna run off from you like you think it will. They're not running like you think it will. And if you crowd one of them, I imagine, get up around cubs, is that you'll be in trouble.
What all different types of animals have you trapped and stuff like that?
Oh, what?
Trapped?
Traps. Yeah, I've got plenty of traps. No, I've done a lot of it. I know how to set them to catch anything. Catch it comes to. If a dog stays out, them dogs will get tired if you ain't awful careful. You'll catch him.
What all types of animals have you trapped?
Huh?
What all types of animals have you trapped?
Trap. I can trap any kind of animal. I don't care what kind it is. I can catch. I know how to catch it. And I know the size of trap to set right too. And I know what it takes to hold one of them bears. Take a number 6 trap. I know exactly what it holds. Take a number 6 trap and hold Mr. Bear.
Do you set any bait out or anything like that?
Bait? The bait I use, you'll never see it. I'll order the bait. But you need to be looking for it, you can't see it.
What do you use?
Get game and get that number 2 cat lure. No, catch every bobcat there and something. Number 2 cat lure, what you want for bobcat. For them there coon, you want that mink lure. Get a mink lure and catch every coon there in the country.
What do you do with the animals after you catch them?
Well, I'd skin them used to until I fur hide. But the highest fur hides I ever sold in my life, I sold them to John Kidd. He gave me $50 a piece for the coons, $50 for the foxes, $125 for the cats. That's what he gave me, John Kidd. I lost $100, but food was what's his name? And I bought it on down on. He could give $100 a piece for them cats. Well, John come the next morning, I just sold 4 to what's that man it on that fence.
Jake Williams?
Who?
Jake Williams.
Yeah, Jake Williams, you're right. Jake Williams, he give me $100 a piece and $20 for the coon, 20 for the fox. And when John come the next morning, I sold Jake 4 cats for $400. Well, John come the next morning after I sold them and said, if you catch any more cats, keep them, I'll be back next week and buy them. Said, I'll give you 50 for the coon, 50 for the fox. He's giving me 20, Jake. I lost $100 on them 4 cats. 6 foot. I caught 12 cats that winter. I done pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I know how to catch them all right. I can catch them. I ain't a bit uneasy about that. I give that boy Yorn a big trap to hold them coyotes.
Yeah, he said it a time or two.
Is it?
Yeah.
If they ever get in it, they'll be there. Don't get out. Takes a good trap to hold the coyotes.
trap.
I can hold a coyote and a number 2 trap, but that coyote run that trap almost, turn that pan right back on. Right near tied on fish. They just walk it against the ground. Coyote, well, I've caught them and watched them go down through there just warping that trap with that front leg in the ground.
How do you keep the animals from throwing your trap?
From throwing them, there's a lot of ways you can trigger that trap so no animal can't miss it. You got that trap higher triggered there, too light. He hits that pan and if he's removed, he jump back. You miss him every time. That's what'll happen. It's got to be hard to throw. Where he get his weight on it. If he don't get his weight on that pan, he'll jump back and miss. Trap will just be a laying there nothing then. Oh, fools.
That's the way most of mine are. That's the way most of mine are. Laying there and nothing in them.
It wasn't triggered right. You'd have had that trap triggered to where it's been hard to throw. He's put his weight on it and he can't miss it. You catch him every time. If he gets his weight on that pan, you're going to get him. If he don't, if he just catches this pan and it throws, back he goes. You miss him. Oh, fool doesn't know what you'll do.
How long have you been trapping animals?
Ever since I was about 7 years old.
Who taught you how to do it? Did you learn from your dad?
Yeah, I like to trap. Your daddy's gonna make a trapper, ain't he?
I don't know.
He will if he keeps on. He'll learn it. Yeah, he'll learn how to trap. He's pretty good at it, I guess, already. He just ain't got enough traps. I think a lot of it, and he's a good guy. I'll tell you that. Yeah, he's a good guy. I like the man. He's a pretty good man. Does he ever give you any trouble?
No.
Or do you just give the trouble to him?
I don't know what it is together.
But that's the way it is, ain't it?
Yep.
You just give him trouble. All right, I appreciate talking with you.
Before I ever married, I make her clothes. Even down to her underwear. I bet you've made underwear too. You've made your panties, haven't you? Yeah, makes the boys underclothes. We didn't have much house. Not much house to decorate and put up curtains much.
Would you need the quilts to use for?
Yes, back when I was growing up, we really needed quilts. Sometimes you'd have to put about 5 or 6 quilts on the bed to keep warm. And where you push the cover back and breathe on the quilt, freeze ice. That's the truth. Freeze ice on the cover. Because your breath would put moisture there and it'd freeze ice. Huh? tablecloth, table off, and ice freeze behind the dish rag. And Dorsey's mother's house was like that. She mopped the kitchen floor there one day and an ice froze on it. That's getting cold.
What kind of heat did they have?
Just an old wood heater. You could have just stay under for now.
Yeah.
We usually had, when I was growing up, we usually had a fireplace. Bake your shins. Your back free.
Yeah, I bet.
Bake your shins.
I should freeze in the water back in there.
You had to haul
Kids,
the water.
kids now don't have any idea
They don't.
if they had to go back like that.
I bet we carried water a quarter of a mile.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Carry water.
I'd have to rest.
Yeah.
I'd get myself rest and
Hands and
go up a piece and rest and come on.
Yeah.
They were heavy, weren't they? Yeah, they were heavy. But I didn't pay any attention to
You
it.
didn't use much water back then.
No, no,
Didn't use much.
you didn't waste
Had to
it.
be saving with it, didn't you?
Can you tell us about the way that you guys used to take a bath and stuff without any water,
We'd take a
any running water?
heat, you know.
Most of it was a soft bath.
Yeah. Well, that come up.
Most of the time, just washing.
Coming up the hill would be hard. Yeah.
Maybe in the summertime, you might
But we did.
set a tub of water out and let it heat and get in the tub a little bit.
We didn't change clothes as often then as we do now, do we?
Tea or unsweet sleep.
Wash on the rugboard.
When we got here from school, we had to put our clothes on, so
Yeah.
everyday clothes on.
Yeah.
That we wore, we wore at home. So we could wear them again the next day.
Did you guys ever go swimming or anything like that?
Sometimes,
Where would you guys go?
where I lived down on the bow, it was swimming holes there.
Thank you.
It's right at the head of the bow, back of the cars down there in the hollers where we lived. I lived there till I was 13. And moved to the mountain.
I've been married all my life.
Oh, you like?
I did, my sister married at 15, and I declared that I wasn't gonna get married that young. She was 4 years older than me, and when she started courting, she was about 12. And Mommy'd make me tag along after her. I had to tag along after her boyfriend, you know. And I sure didn't like that job.
Will you tell us how many years you've been married now, Grandma?
53. Woo! 53. Well, it'll be next August, of course. But I was young when I got married. I was 23, and Cecil was 24. But then I still had time to have a big family. I had 8 children. Raised them, which I'm thankful for.
I was married when I was 16, like from October till April. Been married 50 years and I lost my husband.
It's a long time.
So sometimes I think probably it's better for kids to get married younger.
Sometimes it
Because
might
they-
be, the other times.
Because sometimes I think they get so set in their ways as they get older
It's true.
and hard to get along with.
Leave that part over there.
together when
Yeah,
you get
we were
married young.
together.
About men divorces,
Of course,
if they're
actually,
younger.
now, I don't think girls grow up as fast as they did when I was growing up. Because I had to help take care of the family.
Mhm.
I had to help do the laundry, help do the cooking, and the housekeeping, and everything like that. Even quilted some before I married
Yeah.
at 16. And what girl at 16 does that now?
Had to help do all that.
So I think, you know,
I've cooked ever since I was 12 years old.
well, I have too. I've cooked since I'm, before I was that old.
You keep the family.
I think I did too, every time, Edna, that was my older sister, every time she done anything, I had to do it too, of course, I was just 4 years older than me, but I thought that's what I do, that's what I do.
I had a sister that's 12 years older than me, and she
Did you
had,
have a lot of brothers and sisters?
3 children. And when I was 9 years old, I went and stayed with her part of the time. And she was working out in the field, and I'd have dinner fixed when they come in from the field when I was 9 years old.
Well, my daughter, when I started working at the garment factory, she started to cook, and she was
It's a long time.
well, about the time she was 8, 9, she was cooking. Cecil had kind of helped her some, though. Marilyn.
Yeah.
So I believe in starting them in young to learn to do things around the house.
I do too.
So the young girls had to help a lot in the house, and what did the men do in the house when you were growing up?
They had chores like feeding the cows and milking cows and stuff like that.
Milking cows.
Getting wood.
Getting wood,
Gathered eggs.
gathering eggs.
I think gathering eggs was the woman's job.
Well, I thought it was a man's job.
I didn't never know you had.
It's a lot different now. I don't know if these kids do much chores. I don't know. I guess some.
They don't have nothing to do now.
Yeah.
They don't have as many.
They got running water. They got the heat's usually pretty. I don't know. We have wood heat and gas heat at my house. What do y'all have? Do you have both?
All I have is wood heat.
Wood heat. So you gotta make sure the fires are going.
If I want one, I'm normally home alone.
Yeah, she don't do nothing to with them cattle unless she got a big pile of grain in front of her.
That's the way we used to live,
Yeah.
That's the thing that's out here,
And y'all kept cows to milk and.
Yeah, we had a cow for
meals. Raised her meat, butchered her hogs.
chickens for eggs.
It didn't cost much.
Uh-huh.
Coffee and baking powder and soda, that's all you had to.
Sugar you had to buy.
That's
Sugar.
sugar flour, that's all.
Not much sugar because you had molasses.
Yeah, we.
Make
That
molasses.
sorghum, did you grow sorghum?
Well, we didn't grow it, but we'd, work somewhere and get some.
Get some. Uh-huh. Yeah.
We grow cane and made molasses, my daddy got.
Yeah, Daddy had us making sorghum.
We'd make molasses.
Honey cream.
Yeah.
Molasses, candy.